back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like the mission, you resonate with the vision, and you find this content useful, please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So in today's video, going to be diving deep into the history of Forex. I'm not going to be giving you all the alpha. I want you to do your own research, but I found this extremely enlightening to understand Forex as a person, because remember, we're betting on Forex and his developments and what he plans on doing in the space. That's why we're bullish on the projects he puts out, because we are supporting, or we're bullish on him. And in order to do that, I feel you need to do some deep dives and look into who Forex is. And yes, while he is a pseudo-anonymous dev, he has made it aware that he has his Discord channel, which I decided to start digging into. I'm about 100 messages in on 1,500 that I've been doing some research on. But first, I want to play this clip about why he takes privacy so serious and how long he's kept his identity private in his personal life. And then I'm going to reveal 5 fun facts. I have a lot more, but I don't want to put them all out there. I want you guys to find them on your own, and I don't want to make it super easy for someone to dox him in the future, even though the data's out there and he's made it out there, and I'm sure he's taken the steps to keep his identity anonymous. I don't want to make it too easy for my channel, but if I get enough likes on this video and some shares and some comments, then I will add some more alpha for those of you that don't put in the hours and hours of research. So remember, also in these videos each week, I will be taking a random comment. So remember to like and comment on what number like you were in the video. And then at the end of the week, I'll be taking 3, and those go into the contest pool. So without further ado, let's play this clip that he did with Crypto Black Sheep, the Black Sheep Show. He's talking about privacy here.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Privacy is important, man. Privacy, I mean, I'm anonymous dev. I can tell you that even in high school, when Facebook was very popular, I've never had a Facebook. I've never had any social media with my name on it. I've never posted pictures of myself online under my name or anything like that. I've never been interested in it, because I grew up in a family where we understood that the government is not your friend, and they will use these platforms to try to hurt you and to try to, create mappings of your networks and of your friends and try to set you up and all these things. And I knew that as a kid. So when Facebook came out, I was already turned off to it. And then I remember seeing like a First 48 episode or something like that, where just, they show the feds right on screen going on Facebook trying to look at who's connected to and all this stuff. But I didn't even need to see that.
Well, it's like, I ain't never kill nobody if I'm on Facebook. Better stay off.
Not anything, man. If you want to be a free person and just have an opinion and not have to get canceled as a person, you need to be able to protect your privacy and protect the people around you. And when it comes to being canceled, I'm more so protecting my family than anything, because I don't care what people have as far as their opinion. I care about the work I do and their all that. But anyways, I've been big about privacy for my whole life, and I think it's important. This is why I supported Pirate Chain. I helped Pirate Chain get off the ground. I helped them with networking. I helped them get different interviews with people and stuff like that. But there's limitations to these protocols that are not EVM compatible. You can't do smart contracts with them. There's extremely limited on-ramps as far as fiat on-ramps. So you have to use almost always centralized KYC on-ramps to be able to get into them. They're tracking everybody who's getting in and out of them. And once you're into them, it's extremely limited what you can do, because there's no smart contract interoperability. So there's major room here for someone who's going to create a EVM privacy protocol, be principled about it. And there are some major improvements that can be made to the Tornado Cash model anyways, which I wanted to do initially when I was developing Drip. So Tornado Cash wasn't on BSC, and now they are on BSC, but at the time they weren't when I was developing Drip. And I was really interested in forking Tornado Cash and improving on it, because I know several ways it could be improved technically. And I did it because I was trying to go back and forth. Should I do Drip? Should I do Tornado Cash fork? What should I do? And then I found out Tornado Cash was just a couple weeks from launching on BSC anyways. So I decided to go with Drip, which I'm happy I did, because that really allowed me to grow the investor base. So now if we do something private, we could get the attention we need to become the #1, private protocol in the space. So, it's very exciting. Now.
All right, so you see that he takes his privacy serious. It's been something he has done for a while, and it's part of his family. I'll give you one fun fact. He does have a nephew of about 10 years old at the recording of this video, just since he did mention family in that call. So let's go ahead and get into some fun facts you may not know about Forex. So he started trading in Forex trading in 2014, and he got into Bitcoin as early as 2011. Bought his first Bitcoin at $14, and he said he bought about $500 worth. First off, where am I getting this information? It's from a bunch of the AMAs, but mostly it's coming from the Forex Shark Discord. So I've scoured through this. This goes back to 2018. So I got information all the way back from there and just started kind of piecing together, reading through. So that's where I'm getting this information from. So bought his first Bitcoin in 2011, and then I think he mentioned something about like he actually lost this wallet or something happened with it. But primarily he was using Bitcoin for one of his other projects that'll come up in this reveal that I'll tell you about. So he's real big in martial arts, and that's also what he's using Bitcoin for. So he actually bets on UFC fights like every weekend, religiously watches UFC fights, and he's also trained in Korean martial arts, Tang Soo Do, and TKD, fought amateur boxing and TKD fights. And in that podcast I just had up, the AMA with Black Sheep, he talked about going to tournaments in the U.S. where Joe Rogan actually was fighting as well, because in his state, TKD was illegal. So he fought a lot of amateur fights. So quite experienced, not just a book nerd, but also a nerd in other regards. So that's pretty cool. Martial arts, TKD, and betting on UFC fights. He is an adrenaline junkie and a gearhead. So he's owned multiple bikes. He mentioned that his Yamaha R1, fastest he ever took it up to, was 176 miles per hour. And then he also raced cars, talked about a Fox body and some other stuff in that same AMA. He had a CBR that he was doing for stunts, Honda CBR. So he's big into bikes. I think he mentioned like over a dozen bikes or cars that he's owned in total. I can't remember the exact number. He was big into skydiving, and at the point I'm at in the Discord around 2019, he was going for his first hang gliding jump, or whatever you want to call that. But it wasn't the kind, like I did one in Rio de Janeiro. It's not the kind where you run off the mountain and hang glide. This was one where they take you up in a plane and then they let go of the hang glider from the plane. So I haven't got to the results of that in my digging, but this was one of his first opportunities in 2019 that he's going to be doing that. So he's definitely an adrenaline junkie and gearhead. Speaking of adrenaline junkie, he broke his leg really, really bad in a ski accident. So he ended up getting metal rods in his tibia and fibia, shattered his knee, and had multiple rods put in it. This left him unable to walk and pretty much bedridden for a year. And that's when he started developing his trading models. Well, this in conjunction with another thing that I'm going to talk about. Here's the religiously bets on UFC and watches every card. So I should have went up here, but that's just some fun facts. Now, in this accident, he was kind of out of capacity for 1 year. And then this is what really has me now super bullish on him as a person, because I am really big in mindset and just mental resilience. And I blurred this out because I want people to, I don't want to put it out here easy for everyone to see. But he got into an incident that ended up costing him hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyer fees in his early to mid 20s. And then during his 2 years that this was going on, during this 2 years plus the ski accident is when he started developing his trading skills and kind of just doubling down on the books. So basically his life was put on hold during this time frame due to an incident that wasn't his own doing. He was actually innocent of it all, but just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and got a bad rap for it, and that cost him some time in his life, so to speak. And he mentions that in this quote. But the big thing I want to get at is I don't really care what he did. Everybody's got their past. But the part that's really cool to me is he says down here, always improve my skills and bettering myself kept me in a positive state of mind, because I knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel. I knew if I kept working towards my goals when all the immediate troubles were over, I would have a legitimate way to support myself and thrive. And he said the same thing up here. I don't want people to judge me for it, since I've completely moved on in life, although I think it's beneficial to share sometimes, because people should know they can fight their way out of the darkness. So that's, like, for me, just kind of was the nail in the coffin about me being bullish on his projects. Other people might read this and think that they don't want to support him or whatever the case may be. But, man, I've got my issues as well. And I think everybody deserves a second chance. But the biggest thing is, how do you, what do you think about yourself when you're by yourself? Because at the end of the day, that is the juice to life. So when you are down and out, are you the kind that's going to get back up and keep going? Or do you just give up and throw up your hands and have a woe is me pity party? And Forex has proven that he won't quit. He's going to leave his legacy in the space. And he's even come from issues, some trauma, you know, things of that nature. And he's pushed through those. He built his own trading systems, learned Forex trading from scratch in this group. He even shows the videos that he learned from other people. So he's kind of a self-made man, if you will. He talks about his parents. They weren't rich, they weren't poor, but kind of living paycheck to paycheck, still had some debt. So he's the first one in his family with actual wealth. So yeah, this to me just, it helps me really understand more about Forex, who he is as a person, what he's trying to do. So when I see these delays on the project and when things don't go the way that I want, I can look back or go through this and have a better understanding of who it exactly is I'm betting on and why I'm betting on them. And this just helps me feel more bullish on the projects in the long term. So anybody else can go into this and take a look for yourself and dig through here. I doubt there's very many people out there like me that are going to go through all this. But for those that want to, the information's there. As far as I'm aware, nobody else has put this information out there on YouTube. So that's why you guys subscribe to my channel, I hope, so that I'm bringing you some inside scoop and not just the same, bullish, you know, pigs, moon, dogs, moon, drip, moon, like actually trying to bring you some fundamentals, some understanding, some insider scoop stuff that not everybody else is covering. So I'll continue doing this. If I get enough comments or likes or whatever in the video, you guys can let me know. But if not, maybe I'll just keep it within my Telegram group. But just thought that was cool. So that's my 5 fun Forex facts. So until next time, guys, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.